what is each of y'all's single biggest struggle in your walk with Christ?
Looking for blackmail material.
Yeah, there we go. I'm going to be honest, okay, which is...
It's good words.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Yeah, I'm pretty transparent, and that is, you want to have a coffee date with me, kind of thing, I'll tell you everything, okay? But everything that's in this Bible that's a sin, I've struggled with it. And everybody that I have sat down with over the years, ministers, guys, girls, and prayed with, they've also struggled with everything. What's strange, that when you talk about single struggle, I can't say that anymore. If you don't know this, I'm a little older now. I've changed. I struggle with different things now. Where before, I used to struggle with this set. Now I struggle with this set. And I have accountability brothers. And I bring things up to them and say, what do you think? Before I do them. Because that passage that Jeff just read about greed and some things like that, you know, those are things I have to think through. And when you talk about other stuff, you have to think them through. So everybody here, we all have a struggle. Everybody here has a struggle. And the best way I know can answer this one, and Mark was at this workshop with me years ago, is that we are all pornographers.
What?
You heard me. We are all pornographers.
That's not acceptable in God's eyes.
It's not cool. And the reason why we all are pornographers, if you were to go back to the 1950s, when the first Playboy was printed, they had Marilyn Monroe on there, and on the cover, she's on the side, and she's kind of covered up with two sashes. She shows less skin than your current Sports Illustrated. She shows less skin than the Fredericks of Hollywood Angels TV show. Less skin than the average high school cheerleader. When that magazine was published, all the wives, the husbands, went gross, you're perverts, and a whole bunch of negative things they said about men. So when you look at where we are as a society, boy and girl alike, we've all become pornographers. Because we've allowed stuff in our mind, and we can see it so quick, it's unreal. And so you've got to change the channel. You can't watch that. You've got to stop that. Because there's so much of it coming in. So you say, what's our biggest struggle? Everything. Because Satan is like a roaring lion, and if he can't beat me up here, he's going to come here. If he can't beat me up here, he's going to come here. Or back here. He's not going to quit. His job is to make me, Joe Christian, fail. Joe Minister, fail. And he's going to do the same thing for you. So if you overcome the addiction of alcohol or drugs, what's going to be the next addiction? Because he's going to keep throwing stuff at you until he can grab you. Gentlemen?
A good way of answering this, and the people from Journey, let me just say this. If y'all hear me speak about something, it's usually because I'm struggling with it. So when we, a lot of pastors, I'm going to put it that way, a lot of youth pastors, a lot of senior pastors, when they get up to speak, they're speaking typically, or a lot of times, on things that they are struggling with personally, or they know somebody is struggling with. So I believe that that Dave's right. We all have struggles, whether you're the youth pastor, whether you're a student in the ministry, whether you're the sound guy, whoever it is, we all have struggles, and they do change. They change from time to time. So to look at us, we're just people just the same as you are, who are just as forgiven as you are through Christ. And through Christ, that's where we become overcomers. That's where we become overcomers.